Okay, so as an example, number 5, they're both really the same, so I'll do number 5. Okay, so 5 here. 25. Page 25, that's what we last did, isn't it?
Yeah, but we were done.
Right, I'm doing number 5 because I know it's going to be a problem. So Ahmed down the back, you don't have a number 5 in your book, right? Do you have your book with you? Amro? No, Amr, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes. Do you mind moving one space to your right and then slapping Ahmed in the back of the head? What are you doing sitting on the back with your book in your bag, Ahmed? Yes? Yes, that's right. That's the problem. Doing nothing. Right. 36x4 minus 125 x squared plus 144 equals 0. Oops. Equals 0. Okay. So I gave you the hint in question 4, and it's the same hint for question 5. What you do is you let u equal x squared. So if u is equal to x squared, then u squared would equal x power 4. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yes? So if u is x squared, therefore, or maybe I should write implies, u squared is equal to x4. These two can go back into the original. So instead of x4, you have u squared. And instead of x squared, you have u. So now your choice of why u equals x squared becomes clear. It's to change this into a regular looking quadratic. See, now it's just a normal quadratic. So you can use your formula. A equals 36, B equals minus 125, and C equals... Yeah? Did I write it down wrong?
145.
Oh, 145, thank you. And then C is 144. Okay, what are the two answers you get here? On your calculator, if you put that into the formula, what did you get? Um, 2 1/4 or 1 7/9. So, wait, 2 1/4, 4/8, 9/4, or 16/9. Is that right, guys? So, is that us finished? Well, no, because that isn't for x, that's for u, isn't it? U equals that, or u equals that. So now we have to go back to our x. Well, u was equal to x squared, so now we have x squared equals 9/4, yeah? And x squared equals 16/9. So now we have two more quadratics, although they're very, very simple quadratics. Just taking the square root here gives me x equals plus or minus 3/2, and here x equals plus or minus 4/3. So in total we have 4 answers. So we have minus 4, no, I'll do them in order. So minus 3/2, minus 4/3, 4/3, or 3/2. There are 4 possible answers. And it's not too surprising that we got 4 answers, because if you go back to the original question, there's a power of 4. That doesn't guarantee that there'll be 4 answers, but it means that there could be up to 4 answers. So there'd be definitely something wrong here if you got more than 4 answers. Okay, do I need to start at the top? Yeah, start writing this down. So That's not so clear. That's a plus or a minus down. No, that's an equals. Which one?
Just couldn't do 3t.
Yeah.
I got the wrong answer.
Oh, okay. Let's check
3t,
that.
that's it.
Let's have a look.
Yes. Just
Whoops. What answer did you get? Where is your answer?
that's it.
I think I just did something wrong here. Strange, actually. I think I'm missing one of the answers at the back for 3t. Should be minus 3 and minus 1. 3t? Minus 3 and minus 1, okay. So I'll just take note to add that in. Minus 3 and minus 1. What's wrong?
I thought minus 3.
Oh yeah, but there's two answers, isn't there?
Only got minus 3.
Let's double check this.
The roots
There's 36 plus 2.
Oh, there is, sorry. I didn't say anything. There's only one answer. Yeah. I don't know, I'll check your notebook. I just think you're doing something wrong with the signs here, okay? I'll check it.
Excuse me, for this one,
Yes.
it's u or u squared?
It is you.
Well, because here it's 4 squared, so it's
Yeah, but look here. What type of equation is this here? It's quadratic.
quadratic here.
And what's the variable?
u cubed.
Just you. You know? Pretend this was x squared and x, right?
Right.
What would you write on the next line? X equals and x equals, right?
Yeah.
So just replace x with u squared and u. So now you have u equals.
Okay.
So it's, yeah. Yeah, I don't know what else to say, sorry. Okay, I'll scroll down a bit. Yeah.
For the number 5, so
Say again, which one?
number 5,
Yeah,
so there are 4 answers. Is that it?
that's it. Yeah, there's 4 answers.
Yeah, so the answer is wrong. The back of the.
Is it?
Yeah, there are 3 answers.
Oh, you're right. Sorry, there should be a plus or minus in front of that last one. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Anna, go to the answer for number 5 at the back.
Yeah.
And you see the very last thing where it says 4/3 on your page.
Yes.
Stick a plus or minus in front of that. Got it?
It already says that.
No, it says it in front of 3/2.
Okay.
Can you go down a bit?
Yes. Hurry up, I want to start the next topic now.
Is this book solved by a person or by?
I made it.
Oh, you made it.
Yes, I made it. Everything you see in that book I have to type up.
Okay.
Yes?
So, is it 100% guaranteed? Just asking. So.
I'd say 99%.
Okay.
If your answer doesn't match up,
Yeah.
if you're a strong student, it's possible that I made a mistake. But in most cases, like for example you, possible that you made a mistake. Yes?
Yeah, you're right.
But seriously, at least 99% of the answers at the back are right, okay? But sometimes there's typos. Like, for example, you just saw I left out the plus or minus in the last one there.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Now, can I go to a new page? Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. So, next topic now. Please do not confuse this word with determinant, which we did a week or so ago. This is discriminant. I know it's similar, but just practice distinguishing the two. Okay, determinant, if you remember, is AD minus BC. Discriminant, something completely different. So to get us started here, I'll write down our quadratic. Okay. So now we have a form to solve this, and that's great. So x equals minus b plus or minus square root b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. But now we have to recognize that this doesn't always have an answer. In the questions I gave you in the last worksheet, you always had an answer. But sometimes you don't have an answer from this formula.
So you should say no roots then.
Yep, that's what we'll be doing. And it all comes down to this key part here. This is the thing that decides how many answers, or indeed if you have an answer, is this term here. And because of its importance, that term there is called the discriminant. I'll stick with what people are familiar with, is the delta symbol, for those who've seen it before. So we say discriminant, or delta, is equal to b squared minus 4ac. And again, do not confuse this with determinant, which is AD minus BC. So, as you probably realize, we have a problem if this is negative. If this is negative, then we have no solution. And also you realize that if this is 0, we don't actually have two solutions, because plus 0 and minus 0 are the same thing. And if this is positive, then it gives us two solutions. So we have three cases to consider. So our three cases are: discriminant is positive, which is the best case. We say there's two solutions or two roots. Discriminant is 0, then we say there is one root. Or you could say there's two roots, but they're actually the same, like x equals 3, x equals 3. And the worst case is discriminant is negative, which means there are no roots, no solutions. Okay, so once you write that down, we'll have a look at some examples now. So in fact, in today's lesson, we won't be solving any quadratics, we'll just be examining how many solutions they have. And actually, since we've done the graphs of quadratics, let me actually show you before we start what each graph looks like for each situation. So your two roots would look something like this, and your two solutions represent these points. Your one root would represent something like this maybe, and your one solution represents this one point here. And then lastly, no roots will be something like this, where there is no intersecting of the curve and the x-axis. So there you go, 2, which is the best case, 1, which is okay, and then here, the worst case, there's no solution. Yep, this one here is when, let me write it underneath. This one here is for positive discriminant, this one here is for 0, and the last one is for negative discriminant.
So when it's not touching the x-axis, it's negative.
Yep.
Always.
Mm-hmm. And again, this is also something else that can help you to draw your graphs, because if you know your graph has no solutions, then you shouldn't be trying to find the solutions and draw it cutting the x-axis. So this is another tool at your disposal to help you draw quadratic curves. I think in the last exam that the other students did, they were asked to complete the square to draw a quadratic. And a lot of students lost marks because they tried to make the quadratic touch the x-axis in 2 places, but I think it only touched it in 1 place because they didn't check how many solutions they had. They weren't asked to solve it, they were just asked to draw it. Okay, so you know, this is a quick way to check also if your graph is right. There's no point in losing marks just because graph questions should be full marks. Okay, because you don't even have to draw it that neatly. It's just a rough sketch. Okay, right. So let's have a look at some questions now. So first example. So I ask you, how many solutions does this quadratic equation have, or how many roots does it have?
You should do first square.
That's it. The formula is b squared minus 4ac. So in this case, it'd be minus 3 squared minus 4 times minus 7 times minus 6. That would equal 9 minus, I don't even have to check, this is going to be a big negative number, right? So I know already my answer is going to be negative. You can check it on your calculator, but this is going to be negative. Yes?
So there is no root.
So you're right, here there is 0 roots. So in other words, this quadratic cannot equal 0. You cannot find any solutions here. Yeah.
When we have this situation, we can't draw anything.
Yeah, in this situation, what would the graph look like? Well, let's draw this really quick. When x is 0, what's y? If this is y equals. Come on, when x is 0, what's y?
6
Minus 6, down here. And is this a U shape or a hill shape? It's a hill shape because of the negative here. So the graph would look like this. Something like this. Whoop, close enough. And you can see it doesn't intersect the x-axis. There's no solutions. Now you can tell it's wrong if you try to draw it the other way, because then you would have it crossing twice. Yeah.
So we don't draw this situation.
No, I don't ask you to draw, but you asked me what would the graph look like. It would look roughly like this.
If we have a question drawn and they give us this formula,
Yeah.
we draw it like this, or we say.
Well, there is one point I can find, and I can find this point to help me draw. How do I find this top point here? How do I find the maximum? What do I do? I complete the square. So my graph is almost right. I just need to find this point. So if this was in the exam, to get full marks, I'd have to write in x, y, and I'd also have to find this point on the top here by using completing the square. Other than that, full marks. Any other questions? No? Okay, write this down please, and we'll look at another example. You don't need to draw the graph for this. I don't think I asked you for that here, no.
So this means it equals 9 minus 5.
Yeah, negative, so no roots.
I don't even draw it, this answer just like
You should write that number down. I just didn't bother because I could tell from looking at it it's going to be negative. But in the exam, yeah, you want to write that down. Okay. No, you don't need to draw the graph. It's okay. It's just someone asked me what the graph would look like. Okay, next example. This will be 2b. Example 2. minus k x squared plus minus k plus 9x plus 3. Now, you might be thinking, how could we possibly know how many roots this has? We don't even know what the numbers are, because the a is equal to k minus k, the b is equal to minus k plus 9, and the c is equal to 3. In fact, we can know how many roots this has, which we'll see in a minute. So this is the good thing about this formula, is that it can tell us how many roots there are even when we actually don't know what the answer is. So maybe this will tell me it has 2 roots. It wouldn't be able to tell me what it is. Okay, so it's useful this way. And there is only one thing I can know about k, and what's that?
That's
No,
sorry, the whole formula equals to 0.
no,
Where the graph is this
no.
Plus 9.
Somebody tell me something about k. There's only one thing I know about k.
Less
Then
than, can be
No.
plus 9.
Sorry,
No.
A equals to B minus 9.
No, I'm talking about k.
Less than
Yeah,
Nope.
minus 9.
Oh, guys, come on. Anybody tell me something about k?
K
It's
squared.
minus. Negative.
No, it's not. K could be positive. Just because I wrote a minus in front doesn't mean it's minus. Like minus 3 is positive. Oh dear.
Non-zero.
Thank you, Hong. K is
Equals to minus
not
9.
0. That's the only thing I know about k, is that it's not 0.
How?
Yeah, somebody tell us how.
How did?
Well, what happens if k is 0? There's no quadratic. It's only a linear. Wake up time, guys. Have you been in class since 9? And you had your lunch?
No. Yes.
Yes.
Various answers, okay. Right, let's see how many roots this has. So, discriminant equals b squared minus 4ac. Whoops. C. Okay. Right, so discriminant equals, so if I square this out, I get k squared minus 18k plus 81 plus 12k, which equals k squared minus 18, plus 12k. No, 12, oh man. Minus 18k plus 12k minus 6k plus 81. Now, let's see who's really sharp. So, I can't quite tell if this is positive or negative. Could be positive, could be negative, who knows? Anyone have any ideas on what I can do to advance here? To go to... No?
We get the
Good, but not this, no.
derivative.
We haven't done derivative yet. Please keep your answers to the things that we've done. Yes?
What did you square k plus 9?
Because that's the formula, b squared minus 4ac.
We get
The formula.
Yep.
K will be equal to positive.
Okay, alright. Next step... No, stop saying words. Next step is to complete the square. So this here will be x minus 3 squared, x squared minus, and then we do 81 minus this squared. 81 minus 9, 72. So we complete the square, which you've had a lesson on.
Is it minus?
It's, yeah, I'll put it here in a little note on the side. It was 81 minus 3 squared, which was 81 minus 9, which was 72. But if you expand this out, you see that you do get the previous line there. Now that I've written it like this, it becomes very clear. Is it positive? Negative? What do we think?
Positive.
positive, yeah, because this here is positive and this here is positive. So we can clearly see, although we don't know what k is, it's some number except 0, we can see that it's positive. And in fact, could it equal 0?
No.
No. So not only is it positive, it's also not 0, which makes it very clear. How many solutions does it have?
Roots.
2 roots. Could you find the roots? No, because you don't know what k is. So this is what you call in maths an existence proof. I have proven that there are 2 solutions and I can't tell you what they are. I can tell you there's 2 of them. I just can't tell you what they are. Okay? So write this one down. I'll scroll up actually if you need me to. Well, it's actually not that long. Yeah. This is, if you want to write the question down, it was 2b.
I know how we can get k.
Go on, tell me.
Okay.
Yep.
So now we divide the k square by k
Yeah.
minus 6k over k plus 81 over k.
I know I should stop you. It's impossible to find k.
Uh,
If you think you can, there's something wrong. You can't find k. The reason you can't is I haven't given you enough information. K could be anything, any non-zero number. So I'm sorry, you can't find k.
okay.
But please try. Don't give up. Please try. Okay. We'll do one more example now. I think I'll do. 3D maybe I'll do next.
Sorry,
Mhm.
how do you get this number?
Oh yeah, I square this. I multiply it by itself,
Okay.
and then I multiply this. So like this here becomes this,
Yeah.
and these 3 numbers come from this. So you know, open the brackets. You know how to square this? Yeah. When you do lots of them, you can do them in one line, you know, but you just multiply the 2 brackets. Okay, another example now. So, next example. Let's see, I'll do 3D, yeah. No, actually, those numbers look too big, and I'm too tired to do big numbers right now. Let's see. H looks nicer. So, k plus 3x squared plus 2k plus 6x plus k minus 5. So this is h, 3h. X plus 3. So in number 3, it's a little bit different because I tell you how many solutions it has, how many roots it has, and you have to tell me something about the k. So in this one here, I tell you it has 2 roots. So if it has 2 distinct roots, or 2 different roots, what can that tell me?
Positive.
What's positive? What's it called?
K
K
is
is bigger than 0.
No, not k.
Sorry, the
X,
triangle.
X,
Triangle, what's it called? Discriminant is greater than 0 if it has 2 roots, which I tell you it does.
X.
So this is our starting point, okay? Discriminant delta is more than 0. So b squared minus 4ac is positive. Yes? No?
yeah.
Yeah? What's gone wrong here for some people? Here is b squared. Colors help. 4a. Got it? No, I like colors. C. There we go. There we go. B squared minus 4ac. Okay, so let's simplify this here. We got 4k squared plus, what's the life I got? 36, is it? Are you sure?
No.
24.
36.
Twice the first, 4 times, 24. Is that right?
Yeah, 24K.
Yeah, 24k plus 36. Now we have to multiply this out. Minus 4, squeeze it in here. K by k is k squared, and then 3k minus 5k minus 2k, and then minus 15. Keep the English clean. PG-13 limit, okay? 4k squared plus 24k plus 36 minus 4k squared plus 8k plus 60 greater than 0. Now, although it looks messy, quite nicely things start to cancel here. So you notice that you have a 4k squared here and a minus 4k squared here. So what are we left with? 24k plus 8k, so that's 32k. 36 plus 60, 96, greater than 0. What's next, do you think? What do I do next? Just take the 96 to the other side, yeah? So one line left. Finally, I divide by 32k. So, for this quadratic to have two solutions, it must be the case that k is more than minus 3. And by the way, just take care here at this last step. If this was a negative 32, what happens when you divide by negative 32? It flips the inequality around. So instead of more than, you would have less than. So just take care here.
Table case.
Take care. Yes, actually, sorry, that's terrible.
What did you say?
Don't know. I'll scroll up a little bit. There we go. Yes?
You divide 92 over 96?
Over 32. 96 over 32 at the end.
Yeah, and it will be...
True.
Yes, positive.
Negative. It's negative 96.
Okay, but in the first of the question...
Positive.
Yeah,
I took it over. To the right.
Extra, that's 4k. Okay, it's cute. Sorry, it's cute.
Write this down, come on. Yeah, with the sign at the end. If that was a minus, you see this 32 here? If that was a minus 32, in the last step when you divide by minus 32, this gets flipped around the other side. Have you seen this before? Okay, I'll just show you here. If, for example, you had minus 32k more than minus 96, when you divide by a negative number, it flips this around the other way. Okay, so that's what I mean by take care. Just remember that.